Let's go. Look, yesterday while I was on my live on TikTok, you can catch that replay being posted under the videos on this channel at some point in time, today or tomorrow. I think I got it scheduled for this afternoon. But I'm on there minding my business, being studied like usual by the covert narcissistic woman. Let me tell you, I'm telling you guys, that's mostly what they do. They study men. They study men all the time. They're sitting around. What they really do, these are the think tanks for the women's movement. Narcissists, they think it's their job to study men and men's movements and then come up with counterpoints, right? So this woman who's in my friends list, she jumps in the live chat and I'm talking about women need to maintain their feminine frame and stop, moving as, they do, the modern woman does in her GMO masculine energy. And this woman who's in my friends list that I never say anything out the way to, she says, well, a man needs to create the comfortable environment for a woman to listen. If you are gonna try your best to make it seem like it's another person's fault that you're not comfortable or building comfort around you, then you're never gonna take accountability or responsibility for anything. Period, point blank. Like, to hear her say that, it's like, wow, so they're trying to blame men for them not creating a safe space for themselves. Listen, I can break it down to you like this. The modern woman will never understand the classic man, the original man like we are, because they victim mentality. It's someone else's job to make me feel safe so I can bask in my femininity. What in the world? No, it's not no one else's job to make you happy or to make you perform like a woman should. Man, victim mentality. See, men, we don't have a victim mentality. We can't sit here and say, I need a woman to create the kind of space I need to be a leader and give her what she needs. We don't say stuff like that. We get told, listen, man, you get no empathy from us. Get your ass out there, make yourself into somebody worth respecting, and that's the only way you can get a woman, period. And do what you have to do to maintain that relationship. Only women can get out here and say stuff like that makes no sense. What am I supposed to, hey, what's going on, Reggie? What's going on? What's good, bro? Anything not to take accountability instead of learning what it is to be a woman. I'm telling you, man, they don't, you know what it's like? It's like they don't even want to know what we want, right? It's like they're really competing with other women. Like, I'm gonna get me a good bloke, but I'm gonna dog him out so I can impress the girls. Like, yeah, I got him. You know what I'm saying? But I do what I want. I say what I want. You know what I mean? I do this for fun. That's how they act, man. And it's not even, it ain't gotta be like that. Like, it's like they wanna get it. I'm just gonna be real. Can I be real for a second? This might not go viral because I'm speaking like this, but it's like they wanna get a big buck to break and they don't care what race you are. You know what I'm saying? White dudes are not, you're not excluded from this. Any race, the modern woman wants to get a big buck, the taller the better, and break them. Just to brag to her friends like, yeah, you see this big buck over here, bro? Yeah, that's mine. Now we're gonna put his ass in the closet or whatever, and we can go out and cheat and do whatever on girls' trips, and then I'll pull his ass back out. Because that's what I do. I do this for fun. You know what I mean? They're out of control, man. They're out of control. And then they'll say things like what I just said. Like, I'm like, women need to bask in their femininity if they want a man like me and a Sigma wolf and da-da-da. And they're like, well, a man has to create a space. A man has got to create a space that's comfortable for a woman to bask in her femininity. Or otherwise, she's going to just, have to feel like she has to be in her masculine energy. First of all, you're not in real masculine energy. Pronounce it right, man. At best, it's GMO. Based off of all the seed you've taken. But even that GMO masculine energy, you don't understand how masculinity works. A lot about masculinity is self-restraint. See, men, when you're really basking in your masculine frame, you're walking around with a smile on your face and you're carrying yourself in a way that's non-confrontational because you're really strong in yourself and you don't need to walk around with your teeth out and your fangs out, you know what I'm saying? Your claws out. You don't need to do that. So you learn restraint and you learn how to show power from discipline, right? That's what real masculinity is. A lot of you females run around here and you think it's just rah, 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 smoking cigarettes and getting a deep voice. You know, no, that's not it. You know what I'm saying? That's not it. And that's where we seem to have this misunderstanding and this covert narcissist, man. Like, they just come up with bro, it's like these coverts, bro, anytime y'all are messing with a woman that don't take accountability, she's a covert narc. Let's stop beating around the bush with it, man. Like, they call us narcs about everything, and that was them projecting from the beginning, right? Nah, the stats are off anyway. They got to redo it because they said there's probably more covert female narcissists than they originally thought. You know what I mean? These women are really good at disguising. They do it all day long. Most women, their best friends are the biggest haters. I'm telling you the truth. They're the biggest haters. They got this thing about keeping their enemies closer, and the thing about them, they don't want their enemy to know that they're getting to them, so they let their enemies get close. Nah, as a dude, we're like, nah, dude, you moving funny. I want nothing to do with you. Well, I ain't done nothing yet. I just told you you moving funny. I don't need a reason, dude. You know what I'm saying? Get lost. You know, but women don't want to ever, because if it's like they think it's showing weakness or something. So they waste their time spending all day verbally jousting people that's supposed to be their friends, that question everything that they do. They don't know what a friendship is. That's why people get online and think that being someone's friend is checking them on what they believe you're supposed to do. No, just because you don't know what a friendship is, don't mean I don't. And friends don't just check me and feel like they got to tell me about myself when I didn't ask for it, and I'm not doing anything to harm anybody, right? You're not a friend. You're a friend of me. You know what I'm saying? You're an enemy, right? So I'm going to treat you as such. But a lot of women don't know that. And a lot of women, they're either covert narcissists or they just use a lot of narc tactics and don't realize it, right? That they treat men like dirt and they don't realize it. You know what I mean? Like, the way that they move, man, to say something like that and to say it probably with a straight face. Like, okay, so you're running around here being super masculine and it's no one's fault. But I thought it was women's liberation. I thought it was about them empowering themselves. So you mean to tell me after all this liberation and after all this empowerment, they're still victim to men, making them bask in their masculinity because we're not creating an environment for them to bask in their femininity? Man, get the hell out of here. This stuff is getting out of hand. It's absolutely getting out of control and out of hand. You know, y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better. Y'all do me a favor, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shy, hit that like button. You know, and again, you know, if you guys are checking in from anywhere, you know, let me know. Check in from overseas or checking in from the States or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just check in. The ladies, y'all can check in too. You know, if the females are checking in, cussing me out, the ladies can definitely check in. Don't be shy. Reggie, I'm going to get back to your comments, buddy. Best believe that. And more than likely, I'm going to answer your comments in the video. You know what I'm saying? I like to go ahead and just knock them out at the same time, like read everything at once. Again, I like to read, man. Sometimes I like to collect some comments up, you know, the longer ones, and then read them all at once, man. Because sometimes I get video topics out of those comments, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna lie, be like, bro, I got some points up in here. I'm gonna go ahead and speak about this. I ain't even playing, so I ain't got time to be like, you know what I mean? Like giving quick responses to longer comments. Longer comments get, you know, more in-depth look, you know what I'm saying? Because I might be able to make a video off of that kind of stuff. And I believe you're encouraging other people to leave longer comments, man, because I'm getting longer comments from other people and it's super inspiring. I like pinning those comments. And you guys keep me motivated. Y'all really be saying some stuff in those comments. It's not just like I'm out here dropping all the wisdom. If you guys scroll through the comments, you can catch some of these Sigma Wolves out here that are doing it and dropping some really good game. And also we got some younger men out there that check in, letting you know that we're inspiring them to get on their attention game and build themselves up and not get taken in and taken down by some covert female narcissist who sees a young prospect and want to destroy that man because, you know, they just live off of your energy and don't even know it. What's going on? Oh, facts, bro. Oh, bro. Oh, bro. Hey, I'm just, honestly, man, I'm just noticing that more people are Sorry, y'all. It's getting cold out here. I don't like the cold. I should have had another jacket on. I'm noticing that more and more people are hitting the channel. I don't know. I don't know, man. I guess I got a blind spot when it comes to noticing, you know, notoriety or people starting to treat me differently. Because I have my core friends, you know, just like, you know, people that I respect their opinion of, and I just keep that. So like, it's like you and a couple other people on here. So, you know, I mean, I just notice the views going up, but I don't really notice, like, I can't really tell because I don't really eat off or feed off of it, so I don't know how to tell. Somebody got to tell me, like, oh, dude, you like my friend Moon, he'll be like, man, you kind of blowing up. Like, really? You know, I'm like, yeah, man. Like, what do you know? Like, dude, I be working all the time. I can't really see it. I don't really look for it, and I'm looking for my views to go up because I'm trying to make sure I get paid, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at the views differently than other people. They're like, oh yeah, he's getting notoriety. I'm like, yeah, money's going up. All right. I need to keep doing what I'm doing. Focus more on that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing most of the time. So, I mean, I'm out here trying to make sure the message gets out here. But I want to make sure I appreciate all of y'all that leave longer comments. Honestly, the longer the comment, the better. Because it gives me time to think about what you're saying. And I can take what you're saying and I can manifest a video off of it. Then I can shout you out in the video like, yeah, this is inspired by Reggie, or this is inspired by, you know, Nigel, you know what I'm saying, or da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, we got some guys from Australia checking in from the down under, man, and they might inspire a kangaroo jack video off those big red kangaroos down there. You know, those jack kangaroos. You know, I might make a video on their diet and their regimen. You know, it's all vegan. You know, we're all about that. But look, I'm not going to keep getting off topic. What was the topic? What subject again? Okay. Yeah, listen. Understand something. When you hear something along the lines of, when you're like, listen, you women got to stop being so masculine. This is how it'll go. Hey, you know, you women got to stop being so masculine. I mean, there's really no need for it. Y'all are talking about how today's society, you don't need men. Well, to a certain degree, you're right. And that being said, you need not acting like an ass. You need not act so masculine because, like you said, it's so, you know, modern that you shouldn't need to run around here trying to look super angry and, you know, getting upset at the least little thing, right? So that's a pretty good response in my opinion. And then they'll say something like, you guys got to create a safe environment for women to feel safe enough to drop their masculinity and be soft around you. That's basically like saying we have to tame her in a bunch of different words with wordplay. And again, no woman wants to be tamed. No man wants to tame a woman. So what I'm seeing here is a failure to communicate, a complete breakdown of communication right from the beginning. So I wouldn't entertain anything. You know what I'm saying? But this would be the same kind of woman that would say, I'm single by choice and I don't care about getting no man. Well, that doesn't make any sense because if you're single by choice and you don't care about getting no man, then why are you over here watching my fine black ass? It doesn't make any sense. I'm not one of the Panda Bear Express guys telling you what you want to hear. So why would you watch me unless you're looking for a real man? You know what I mean? You got to make it make sense, baby. You got to make it make sense. And they won't. They won't be able to make it make sense, man. I catch them every time. I'm giving the internet so many talking points, man. God has blessed me with these downloads. Y'all don't understand, man. I have people watching me with all kind of, you know, followers and subscriber counts, crazy, taking the talking points and shaming these women right to their face. Hey, listen, would I prefer to be making the money? Absolutely. Hope there's no dog poop on my foot again. Oh, good, it leaves. You know what I'm saying? Would I prefer to be making the money and being there looking all straight-faced at these women while they say crazy stuff and they're able to get it from the horse's mouth instead of someone else that learned it from me? Of course I would. But listen, the fact that they're taking the content from me shows me I'm the man. So it's only a matter of time. I'll be there soon enough, looking straight-faced at these women, doing interviews and just talking calmly to them and just saying this stuff straight from the horse's mouth, right? Because I'm the guy that's got it all together. See, here's the thing about it, right? Here's the greatest thing about God. God is always going to show you who you're, not enemies, but just who's inspired by you. And then God shows you what makes you unique and special. right? Because what has happened here? I've had so many people that have tried to eat off my plate or take my information and run with it. And I went through my growing pains of it, you know what I'm saying? But I come to realize it's gonna happen no matter what. So what are you gonna do about it? Well, what I realized is no matter what they try to take and use or whatever, they're not me. They don't have the full package together like I do. You gotta have the full presentation. You have to be somebody that women can be attracted to, that men can look up to and also relate to. You have to be a leader. And unfortunately, you have to be one of two things: extremely attractive or so hideous that you're attractive because you look unique. Let's be real. Let's be real. There are some actors out there and some leaders out there that are so hideous that they scar our psyche and they end up being attractive, or we look up to them because of how hideous they are. You know what I'm saying? It's not just that. They have great leadership skills as well. But don't act like we don't have some leaders out there that you're just like, ugh, you know what I'm saying, when you first looked at them. And that's the way you have to be. And I'm gonna tell you something, gentlemen. I know when I said that, y'all probably like, oh, there he goes bashing us not so handsome men. What are you talking about, bro? Stop talking like that. I'm telling you that every one of y'all watching this can be handsome. All you have to do is work out, man. All I do is work out, I ground myself, I drink a lot of water, and I intermittently fast, and I got a few things that I use on my face. Listen, as a guy, when you start using your ability to do research on like skincare stuff and, you know, hair stuff and things of that nature, you can upgrade yourself the same way you're upgrading your car or your truck or changing the oil or whatever. You should be taking that same kind of enthusiasm and applying it to yourself. That's what women do. They take everything, every kind of, you know, a bit of knowledge or wisdom, or they apply it to themselves first and then outwardly. You know, women, that's what they're always talking about. I put so much into myself. They really do a whole lot for their skin and everything like that. However, if we start doing it as well, then it's not something that's something to brag about. It's like, okay, so what? I do it too. I got a regimen too before I go to bed. I got a regimen when I rise as well. You know, are you intermittently fasting for your skin like I do? Oh, you're not. Oh, you're eating as soon as you rise? Yeah, I bet you're farting by noon. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to be able to just call them out and be able to move forward with it without all this tomfoolery of these women and all this extra stuff they do. Absolutely. Exactly. And I hate to say this, and we're not talking about ladies. Understand something. On this channel, we're all about the ladies. We love the ladies. We love women. But these females, they get the work. These females get the work. And like Reggie said, these females, they want to basically be skinwalkers. They literally want to take everything. It's weird. It's like they watch. I see content creators, females, saying the exact words I'm saying. Speaking to women, the exact words. Speaking to women. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, I don't, you know that part of it's trolling, but it's like, women don't move like men do. You can't. The way I talk to men is not, if I had a channel about women, which I might make one. It's a good idea. It's a damn good idea. I'm gonna make a channel about women, man, and for women to help women out. I'm not gonna pander, but I'm gonna show how, you know what I'm saying, a man talks to a woman when he's trying to get a woman to listen to him, as opposed to a man talking to a man the way that I talk to men on here. I talk to men directly on here. That's why you women keep down arrowing my videos and fast forwarding them. Yeah, I noticed that too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still going viral, so it makes no never mind. You know what I mean? But on that woman's channel, you're gonna see how I'm gonna talk differently, slow. I'm not gonna speak like this. Say how I talk to women that I'm interested in. Listen, when I'm talking to a woman I'm interested in, I'm over here leaving her audio messages, making love to her, man, when I'm talking to her. And when I get this channel started, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing. That's where you go and get the information. You can't listen to a man talking to men and then try to take that information, take it in, you know, disseminate. No, you're gonna sound like a man. Now the women are gonna listen to you because you sound like an authoritative man, like you took the information from, and they want a leader like a man, so you're feeling that role, right? But no man wants you talking that way or acting that way. We don't want you. Not like that. So you got to make a decision. Do you want to keep being a man proxy, right? this BS proxy, and then at the same time, simultaneously proxying for a man. But every time a man puts you in a corner with logic, you back out of it by saying, well, a man's got to create the atmosphere for a woman to be comfortable enough to be a lady. Bullshit. You're responsible for anybody that's around you. I don't care about the crows, you know what I'm saying, doing what they do. You're responsible for everybody that's around you. You're responsible for the energies that you're allowing in your energy and the energy that you're projecting. So you cannot blame all men or your man or a man on the kind of people and energy you have around you. It's your fault. Take accountability. We're going to stop having this victim mentality, you know, and then trying to project on others and try to make it seem like, no, y'all are playing victim. Take accountability of, there is no slavery. A couple different things before I go. Also, black women, you're giving Caucasian women a pass when you're letting them talk about slavery. You know, being in a relationship is being in slavery. Also, I want you guys to remember something, that some of these feminists, their ancestors were slave owners, female slave owners. I want you to look up the history of Caucasian slave owners. They were way more brutal than the males because they're always trying to prove something. So while you have these feminists out here talking to you and saying what they're saying to you, you know, from certain ethnic groups, they were also the worst slave masters historically, their ancestors. And their first form of employment was being slave owners, owning brothels and using them however they felt. So while you're aligning yourself with a bunch of people with great talking points, I want you to understand historically what you're doing right now. And us as men, we can see it. And you will be held accountable, okay? Also, Caucasian women, you heard what I just said, right? So I don't want to hear any of y'all talking about slavery. Do you understand me? Don't come over this way talking about being in a... You wouldn't know what slavery was unless you're a slave master. Okay, so stop it. All right? Stop it. I don't want to hear anymore. You're having a good time with it? Well, your bill is due. Okay? God don't want no more of it. Slavery was a serious thing that happened in this country, and for any of y'all, females, to act like any relationship you get into willingly is the same as slavery, shame on you, man. Your ancestors ain't proud of you. You know what I'm saying? At least the ones that matter. Shame on you. And if you have no shame, I'll bring it to you right now. Shame on you. I'm telling you right now, those females that's out here talking that way and getting behind Caucasian women saying that, they don't represent all of us. Don't get out here with a loose mouth talking that kind of crazy stuff. They're from the wrong kind of black people. I'm telling you right now, you can get a wake-up call. I'm serious about it. I'm giving you a warning, because sometimes certain groups of people, they get a pass from a couple people in that group and they think it's okay to do it in front of everybody. No, it's not. No, it's not. So go on ahead and keep talking that talk and talking crazy or whatever, talking about slavery in the way that you do. Some of us ain't forgot this country's history. Wasn't that long ago. So you need to go ahead and watch your mouths. You're showing your ass. I'm telling you straight up, you're showing your ass. And I'm taking notes. So all you Caucasian women, the bill will be due. The bill will be due. Get loose in the mouth if you want to. Whenever I get ready to start calling y'all all out for you using the word slavery and being so loose with it in the mouth, like, you know what I'm saying, that stuff didn't happen and your ancestors weren't the worst slave masters, I'm telling you, you're gonna look like a fool and you're gonna want to get off the internet. You might want to shut that down right now. Stop being so loose in the mouth. I'm not gonna let you get away with it. I'm not going to. You know what I'm saying? Start letting you get away with that. Next thing you know, y'all gonna be doing and saying whatever. No. No. Let's get some respect for each other and get things back in order. I'm not gonna allow a certain demographic of black women who don't know how to pick men, that pick Pookies and Ray Rays and are so jaded that they're giving another group of people a pass to go at black men for no good reason and even speak reckless about slavery as if their ancestors weren't the slave masters. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Don't get caught slipping. That's all I got to say, because we're watching and we're paying attention. All right? Peace, love, and light. Wolves are out.